whenever you will be seeing this video. You guys, welcome to another edition of Cut TV. I remain your very beautiful host, Julie Fresh. And yeah, you guys, I want to say thank you again for joining me yesterday. Thank you for streaming with me. Thank you for to our new subscribers. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for keeping this space alive. You guys rock. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. So, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to this beautiful space. Imagine us without you. You're the reason why we're still here. You're the reason why we're still alive. You're the reason why we're always happy. I am always smiling. Thank you so much for always trusting us. And if you're a new subscriber or if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to Cut TV. This is Cut TV, and this is Cut TV Nigeria, Cut TV family, and I am the host, Julie Fresh. And yeah, on this space, we talk about basically everything about life, politics, economy, lifestyle, education, entertainment, news, trending news and gossips, celebrity lifestyle, legal issues, relationship problems, name it, whatever it is, just we are here for you. This space is everything you want it to be. And yeah, please do well to subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification bell, share our link, like our videos. Anytime you see our videos, please do well to like, comment, and share our link. Share our videos as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your colleagues, tell your neighbors, tell your girlfriends or boyfriends, your husbands, your church members, anyone, your acquaintances. Please do well to tell them. And let's get right into today's video. So, as always, we're bringing people hot gist, we're bringing people hot topic, and today we have an interesting topic to talk about. We have a very important topic to talk about. It's one that affects mostly us as Nigerians. I mean, if you're in Nigeria, you know a lot of things affect us. So this topic is basically for Nigerians, but it doesn't mean that we would be talking, it doesn't mean that our foreign family members would not contribute. Please, your contributions are valid, your opinions are necessary, they are needed. So you guys join me. You can stream with me, you can be my guests. I would really love to have you here. I would really love to have you in this space as my guest. Join me. Let's communicators dialogue. Let's have fun. Do well to tap your screens, guys. Tap your screens, like our videos, like this video. Please appreciate my efforts. Appreciate me. It's not been easy, you guys, but yeah. I am here for you and I can't even complain because this is what I love to do. So let's get right into today's video. Like our description says, skill acquisition or education, which one is more important, which is necessary in Nigeria? You know, over time, we've heard our parents say countless times go to school, get good grades, get a job, get married for women. You know, it's almost like they've planned our lives for us, if you know what I mean. Our lives have been planned by our parents. You go to school, start um, your from the basic to the secondary to higher institution, then you go for NYSC. If you're in Nigeria, you know what I mean. You go for NYSC, you serve your father's land or your fatherland, and then you get a job and get married and start a family. For women, this is how their life has been programmed. Why for men, get a job and all of that. But the most important thing they keep hammering is go to school, get good grades. Good grades are important because they are like your ticket, your major ticket to getting a good job, get good grades, get a job, graduate on time, get a job, start your life on time, start making money. If you finish school on time with good grades, you get good job and you start making money and all that stuff. But does that really still work in Nigeria? Does it work in Nigeria, you guys? Do you think this our system of life? I mean, before now, it was working. I could remember back then my dad would say, the moment you go to school and you graduate, you get a job, there's a job already waiting for you. And some people, they get houses, they offer them, they give them housing allowance, transport allowance, and all of that. Like, I even came across my dad's employment letter and I was bewildered. I was so shocked. Wardrobe allowance, housing allowance, transport allowance, and all of that. And this was even, for him, it was even lucky. At the time he got his employment with CBN, it wasn't even like a graduate to get. So I was so shocked, like, what the hell? I don't know if that still happens now, but you guys know what I mean. Tell me, do you think it still happens in our present day Nigeria? Do you think that still happens when you go to school, get a job? I mean, to some people it works, but not to a lot of people. A lot of people are not lucky enough to just, first of all, going to school in Nigeria is very, 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 very stressful. You guys, if you know what I mean. Going to school in Nigeria, especially if you're done with O level, they would delay you getting admission into the university is a problem. That is one part or one phase of people's life that delays them first. Then when you eventually get admission, some people who are not even lucky enough to afford private university, private schools, you struggle to get admission. And then when you eventually didn't get admission, strike sets in. If you've attended a federal school or a government school, you know what I mean, a government uni, you know what I mean, strike will set in. There are a lot of things that will delay you and all that stuff. So you guys, do you think that do you think that how our parents have been planning our life, how our parents programmed our life and tell us go to school, get good grade and all of that, you get a job. Do you think it is still happening in Nigeria currently? Do you think this can still work? Go to school, get a job. What do you guys think? Which is more important, skill acquisition or education? Which do you think is more important? Because currently, I feel like it's not working. But you would see some people who are not like they are not some people who want to acquire skills. You see them acquiring skill immediately after their O level degree. You see them acquiring skill. Some acquire skill even in secondary school, others acquire skill in the university, and then while they are doing all of this, they've acquired their skill, they've learned it, they are thriving in their various skills and businesses. You can meet a carpenter today, a photographer, a videographer, a tailor, a fashion designer, as we often say it now. Nobody wants to be a tailor, a shoe cobbler, shoemaker, as we all know them, a shoe cobbler, a painter, a barber and hairdresser, a makeup artist, a nail tech, and all of that. You meet all of them thriving in their various skills and businesses. Whereas the ones who have gone to school and graduated are still on the street looking for work. Today we have thousands of students who have left schools today. They are working, they've been applying for jobs, they've been roaming around the streets looking for where to pet, looking for where to manage, but there's no job, there are not enough jobs in this country for graduates, and everybody is struggling to go to school, everybody is struggling to become a graduate, but nobody is looking at getting a skill. Nobody wants to be um nobody wants to be self-independent. Nobody wants to be self-employed. They feel like it is difficult, it is stressful. For me at the time, my sisters, if there's one thing I regret was is not getting a skill when I was in secondary school and after secondary school and even in the university. Because after school, I remembered my sisters telling me, don't work, learn tailoring, don't work, do this, don't work. And I kept asking them, how am I going to survive? I was solely dependent on you people in school. I cannot be doing that after school. I need to work. I have bills, I have my own personal bills to pay. I need to make my own quota in the family. So how am I supposed to do that? The fact that I live with my family, I live with my mom doesn't mean I want to be there all my life, if you know what I mean. And even though I am still with my mom, I still make my own contributions in the house. So how am I going to survive? This means that you people have to start paying my transport fare. You people have to start doing a lot of things for me, and yeah, you people have to. Long story short, I have to be solely dependent on you guys. How am I going to survive for the next 1 year or 1 year, 6 months? How am I going to survive without a job, without a steady flow of income, without a steady source of income? How am I going to survive? And then, see, for the next 2 years, it's going to affect me. Money will be coming in year and day, maybe after a year. But what is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to me before that time? So are questions that a lot of Nigerians ask, a lot of youths, a lot of young people ask, and that's one reason why they don't. Victor, thank you so much for joining us. This is Scott TV, and I am Julie Fresh. Please, where are you streaming from?
I'm streaming from Abuja, I would say.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
It's bad, but okay. Can you hear me, Victor? All right. But if you can hear me though, skill acquisition or education, which one do you think is important? Which do you think it's necessary? Oh, okay. Uh, welcome back, Victor. Hi.
Thank you. Good morning.
This is welcome to Coach TV. You guys, I don't know what's happening to network today. I really don't know what's happening to network, but yeah, we are Nigerians and this is Nigeria. We already
Can you
again.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please, where are you streaming from?
I'm streaming from Abuja.
Oh, nice to meet you. Please do well to subscribe to our channel, comment below, share our links, share our videos, like our videos as well. We're so glad to have you in this space. Our topic we're discussing today, what we're discussing is skill acquisition or education. You guys, I really don't know what's happening today. I really don't know what's happening. But then again, Victor, thank you for joining. You can just chat with us, comment, let us know. You can have a live chat with us. Just let me know skill acquisition or education. Which do you think is important in Nigeria? So I just give an example of how our parents obviously has been telling us over the years how important education is, how important good grades are, and if we can get this, if we get this too, we get a good job. Hope this session is record. Yes, it is. It is. So, what do you think? Skill acquisition or education, which is important in Nigeria? So, we've had students who have graduated for years and are still looking for a job, while those who acquired skill early or not, like I just mentioned the skills, makeup artists, graphic designers, fashion designers, barbers, digital marketing, and the rest, they are thriving in their various businesses and skills. But does this mean that skill is better than education? So what do you think? with all I've said, do you think skill is better than education? What do you think? What do you think we need in Nigeria? What do you think we need as skill is more important than education? Just sharpen our brains. Oh, okay. Okay, skill is more important, but education just sharpen our brains. Right. I know, right? You guys do agree with Victor. Um, skill, like he already said, skill is more important because a steady it is an assurance that you will have steady flow of income. You are going to you are forever self-employed. You have the privilege of controlling your finance, your time, and whatnot. While education just exactly skill is just like a backup to education. Victor, you got it right. Skill is a backup to education because education does not guarantee wealth. Education does not guarantee wealth. Education just happens, it just broadens our knowledge. Education just gives us an opportunity, it helps us manage whatever skill we have. And it doesn't mean that if you're not educated, you cannot properly manage your business or your skill. That's not what I mean. Don't get me wrong. It is just a way of boosting whatever skill you have, expanding your knowledge on your career path or the skill you have. That's what it is. So I totally agree with you, Victor. Please, Victor, like our video, send our link, invite your friends to join us. Um, invite your friends to join us. You know that we all know one friend, all of us, who has been searching for a job since the day they graduated, and it has been a hassle. It has been stressful. You don't know how emotionally draining it is looking for a job. You don't know how emotionally stressful it is or mentally stressful it is when you get a job and suddenly you lose the job. That is what education, that's one bad side about education. If you're solely dependent on education and your career path, you go to school, this is what you want to study, this is what you want to do. But the reality is we are Nigerians, and this is Nigerians. There are not enough jobs out there for all of us. It is just in this part of the world, it is who knows who. It is how well connected you are. Let's be honest. That is just the honest truth. And to some persons, it is just luck. It is grace. So a lot of time, like if we have say 100 students graduating every year, you know about 60% of them or 65 of 10% of them end up on the streets looking for a job. This is Nigeria. That is the reality. There are not enough jobs out there. So education, like Victor said, is a backup plan. No, sorry, skill is a backup plan to education. If you graduate, if you're like who went to school without any, not necessarily, I know how to make hair anyways. And somehow, at some point in my life in school, I used that to make money at some point, but I never took it serious. I never took dressing seriously because I never learned it. It's almost like a gift that was passed down. It was passed to my mom, and from my mom to I and my siblings, I and my sisters. So I never learned it. I never took it seriously. I only do it whenever I am broke and I needed money. So yeah, but I survived. That skill sustained me at some point in my life, but I never took it seriously. And even after I left school, I still did not take it serious. But look at me today. I've been emphasizing on the fact that I am a fashion designer, and I do not regret. Let me even tell you how I became a fashion designer, you guys. I never ever formally went to a fashion school or a tailoring shop to learn fashion. Like I went there and I paid and I said I wanted to learn this skill. I already told you my siblings wanted me to do it, but then again, I felt like no, I need a job, I need money, I cannot be solely dependent on you guys because if this is what I want to do, it means that I will not have them. I won't have any source of income. It means that you guys will still be taking care of me. You guys, I will go back to being your sole responsibility, and I don't want that. I don't like it. So yeah, I got a job at a fashion house as a receptionist, and so as God will have it, I got the job. I became the receptionist. I became a customer service rep. Yeah, and then I worked my way and I became my boss's PA. And as a PA, it gave me opportunity to it gave me opportunity to learn a lot of things. It's not like being the receptionist. Like, the one thing I liked about that company was the fact that it gave um our staff privilege to learn whatever it is you want to learn. Tailoring, embellishment, whatever it is, managing, whatever it is you want to learn, you are free. You can do it. It is how well it is if you want to do it, and how well you can manage your time. So at the time, I was more interested in embellishment. So that was what I was focusing. But then because I became very close to my boss, I started learning other stuff like embellishment, like draping, like pleating and the rest. And then I had to pay information. My job description now required me to work hand in hand with tailors because I have to ensure that production is going well. I had to give my boss feedback on which dress is ready, the level they are at production. As a young lady who is not in school, which skill will you advise she goes for? I cannot, and why? Okay, Victor, I cannot advise people. I cannot tell you what skill you should go for. I feel like we should just follow our hearts. All of us, we have hobbies, we have things that interest us. For me, the only thing for me back then, I loved fashion, I loved tailoring, but I did not want to do it as a means of survival. I didn't want to do tailoring for business. I wanted to learn it. If at all, I would learn tailoring. I would learn it, and I would learn it for me. I would learn it because I want to be making clothes for myself. I love clothes. I love looking good because I know looking good is good business. So yeah, that was that. What I had in mind, what I wanted to learn, what I liked very well. Like I already said, looking good is good business. I love shoes, I love bags. So the one thing I had in mind was learning how to make shoes and learning how to make bags. And I started, but because my dad was not in support, my dad does not believe in skill acquisition, especially for women. My dad doesn't think that women should be out there hustling. You get, he believes that a woman should go to school, get good grades, get a job, and sit pretty in her very cozy and beautiful office space, receiving AC and giving others. That's what he believes in. He believed in. So he never really supported my dream. Yeah, he never really supported my dream. I went out of his will to get to be going for those classes at the time, and because of that, he never supported me. I never got the opportunity to do it full time, and so I just left it anyways and lost interest in that. So I cannot tell you, I cannot give advice to young people. I cannot tell them what skill to acquire, but I will always tell you people. I will always tell them, acquire as much skill as you can acquire now that you are young, because like I always say, the world is evolving, technology is evolving. If you have many skills, especially in the world of technology, try as much as possible to at least know graphic design, coding, digital marketing, visual assist, learn all these skills, because remote jobs are taking over. And as an individual, as a Nigerian, if you have the so welcome back. I'm so sorry for that break in transmission. I don't know what's happening to network today, but yeah, like I was saying, if you have one of these skills, coding, graphic design, um, digital marketing, visual assisting, and all of that, AI, and all those stuff, trust me, I don't think you will ever lack. You will not lack because there are always jobs waiting for you. These jobs right now, there are companies looking for people like these, people with all of these skills. They have jobs. You don't necessarily, like I said, what is remote jobs? Remote jobs are jobs that do not require you to be physically present. You can work at the comfort of your house and make your money. These people are their pay are very, very good. The work is stress free and it is at your comfort. Please, this is the advice I would give to young people. Decide to get the physical, the other skill, like I mentioned, carpentry, barbing, painting, painting, fashion designing, videography, photography, and the rest. But you need to learn video editing, coding, graphic design, and what this is the advice I would give to young people. These ones I just mentioned are very important because even as a fashion designer, you can still be a graphic designer. As a fashion, you can still be a carpenter and still be coding. You can and still be a coder. You can still be a barber and still be a visual assistant. You get so whatever field you are in, whatever skill you have, you can monetize all of them if you know how to use them wisely. This is my advice for young people who are not in school yet. Whether you're not in school or you're still in school, you can acquire this skill. You can even still be a full-time student and still acquire this skill. You will still learn it. There are universities that are looking for remote staff. Get this skill. I wish I knew this when I was in school. I wish I knew it. Not just I knew some of these things, but I wish I took them seriously. So, like I said, I was already telling you people how I became a fashion designer. I never really learned. So my job description as a PA required to work hand in hand with both our production manager and the tailors. So that was how I, in order to understand what is this dress, what level are you in now? Where are you at? How long will it take to produce this thing? Okay, what is that? So sometimes I have to sit with them. Literally, I will sit with them, ensure that this dress is out by 2 p.m. Juliana, and I have to do that, you guys. I have to be with them and ensure that this dress is out at the particular time. And before you know it, I know, and then I had to take measurements. I had to learn how to take measurements. I have to sit in with clients during consultation. I had to do this. I had to do that. Then from there, I started my first job was draping. I draped a dress. My boss was impressed. And then I went on to beading. And then I went on to properly tacking. And then I went on to designing dresses, playing with stones and beads and whatnot. And my boss was really impressed. And one day she told me, Juliana, whatever you're doing, just know you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for yourself. You're growing yourself. What you're doing is for you because these dresses is not they are not mine. I am not wearing them. I am only using these things to make a living, to not necessarily make a living. I am just trying to how she always said, I'm just trying to ensure that there are jobs out there for graduates and even people and those who are still struggling to go to school. So whatever you're doing, just know that you're not doing it for me, you're doing it for yourself because these dresses, my boss's clients are based abroad. Some of them are not even Nigerians. Just know that you, small you like this, someone abroad is wearing your design, is wearing your dress, is you just styled somebody, you just beautified somebody, somebody went out, they loved her outfit, and the person wants the person's designer and they contacted me and this is who they contacted me. I got the job and I bring it back to you to work on it. So these things motivated me and I just had to work harder and I put my head down and that's how I became a fashion designer, you guys. That's how I became an embellisher and I became a fashion designer. And then I went from being my boss's PA to being assistant production manager. So no skill is a waste. No knowledge, as my dad will always say, it is a waste. Acquire every knowledge at every point in time, at every opportunity you get to acquire a knowledge, acquire it. You never know when that knowledge would become useful, would come in handy, you guys. So So my advice, like I said, is to the young people: acquire every knowledge. So welcome back, you guys. Welcome back. Thank you, Victor, for that. I hope I answered your questions very well. Right. So like I was saying, acquire a skill tech. You don't know how important this is, and you don't know how far this will take you. Trust me, tech is the new blood money. So let me tell you guys a short story about this friend of mine that I know, graduated years ago. You guys, for I need to apologize for the noise you're hearing. We do not have light, and our mic is not charged today too. So you'll be grabbing a lot of noise from the background and stuff, and I'm so sorry for that, but I will try my best to be as audible as possible. So, to those just joining us, welcome to Cut TV, and I'm the host, Lily Fresh. And our topic for today is skill acquisition or education. Which do you think is more important? Which do you think is necessary in Nigeria? What do you think? Please let me know what you think. Which is important? Victor said skill is a backup to education. I really like that fact. I love what he said. Skill is a backup to education. So this means that education is important, but skill is more important. Like we say it now in recent time, education is important. No, like just this say it now. Education is important, but skill is important. So let me tell you guys a story of one my friend who graduated years ago. At the time he graduated, I think the time he graduated, I had just left secondary school. If you know me, my friends are usually way older than me because I love matured people. I love not like I'm saying my age grade or my age group are not smart. All I'm saying is I just love to expand my horizon. I love to make friends with everybody, especially the older people. So yeah, I had this person who had just graduated from school. Same year I had graduated from secondary school, and he was there searching for a job, looking, dropping CV. I remember at the time my dad usually whenever he's going to work and he's going for interview, my dad would pick him up, take him, and how my dad would usually tease. My dad teased him one time and said, "The reason why you haven't gotten a job is how you always dress for interviews." That who 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 wears ties like this, who does this, and then my dad offered him his tie one day. It was so funny. We teased him, we laughed at him. He's a family friend though, so he became frustrated. 3 years later, after looking for job, nothing was coming, nothing was happening, and then he decided to learn phone repair. Decided to learn how to repair phone, being someone that loves computers and stuff. So he learned that, and fast forward to this year, my friend has a thriving business. He currently has a shop at Banex Plaza. He has two shops actually, where he repairs phones, does phone swaps, sells phones as well. He has boys in his shop. Literally, this was someone that was waiting for a job, and then he decided he's not like me. Oh, that said, how am I supposed to survive? This person did not even mind. He decided to decided to take the bull on the horn, and today he has a thriving business. He's not even thinking about getting a job. He said he can never ever work for somebody except they are ready to pay him double what he's earning. And if you're in Abuja and you know Banex, you know how much rent costs in town. You know how much rent costs in Wuse. Wuse too, to be precise. Banex Plaza. And this person has two shops there. Come on. This is what education is not even going to offer you. That opportunity you get. But because he has gone to school and he has understand, he now knows how to. I feel like one thing education does is just to teach us how to communicate, teach us English, teach us how to communicate, teach us how to relate with customers and stuff. So he knows all of this. He has learned these things through education and is managing his business so well. Now another person I know, my friend Israel, um, he graduated second class engineering and 2 years after no job, first child, first child, first son, has five siblings to look out for. His mom is retired, dad is retired, and yeah, he's relocated. They are now in Makodi and he's here in Abuja trying to survive. At the time, Israel told me that when I was telling him, okay, how about you just get a job, maybe as a sales boy, as a hotel manager or supervisor or something. Just go from hotel to hotel or shops and stuff. Just look for something to do, something to just keep body and soul together. And so he said, no, I want to learn a skill. And he told me that he met an engineer. He was just walking randomly. He knows this. At the time, there was this construction that was happening not far from where we live. And then he told me he went there and was looking for the engineer there. And they showed him the person. He went to meet the man and asked if the man is looking for intern. And he said no. And so he told the man that he's an engineer rather, and he's looking for someone to coach him. He's looking for an opportunity to work as an intern. He does not mind. He doesn't even want to get paid. And so when he was telling me, I was looking at him like, are you mad? How are you going to survive? How are you going to pay your rent? How are you going to feed? How are you going to survive? What are you even saying? Blah 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 blah. So this person, this man, saying how eager this person was to learn rather than getting a job, he connected him to his friend. He introduced him to the person as his brother. This person took him to his company. They met, and he said he's going to the site, to one of his sites to supervise, and he immediately stood up and said, sir, can I follow you? And so he went with the man, and yeah, the man told him that day. He said the man told him 2 years ago that that single thing he did was his test. That was when he knew how committed he was to learning his job. 1 year down the line, it was hard. 1 year, he was learning, and his salary at the time was 20K. That one was just like transport allowance. But today, he just landed a huge contract at, in the National Assembly. And I was looking like, what are you saying? This one is someone that learned something in his own field. But imagine he was looking to get him a job as an engineer and not knowing what to do. This is where Nigerian university needs to come in. We don't just, I feel like we should start adding practical skills to our courses, to our course outline, because it is not good that you just go to school and you graduate. You just, all they teach you is theoretical. There is no practical learning. You go to school, you come out. If you're lucky enough to get a job in your field, fine. If you're lucky enough, if you're not, you start looking for a job. You decide to end up on the street, finding and looking for a way to survive on your own. This is my story number 2. And then the third story for today, you guys know I have to bore you guys with stories. Practical example is my friend Gold. Sorry. Chibike, as I often, Chibike is his name, but I call him Gold. He's Igbo. At the time we're in school, Gold, Gold was never really present in school. He was studying, he studied rather He studied microbiology. God was never in school. God was always in class. I'm a graduate of Uni Abidal. Was always in class. He he his work time kept clashing with lecture time, and he always picked his work whatever I was learning at the time over lecture, and it didn't make any sense to me. Oh, you're not serious. So I said, forget it. We will still read and we'll pass. He had people who would write tests for him if emergency test comes up and he's not in school at the time. He had people writing attendance for him, and there are days he will still be in school. Exam time, he would sit for his exam and go and la 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 la. Today, good. You know how Igbo people do it now. You learn a trade, you graduate, you settle you and all. But gold has a thriving business in Kasina. Literally, when he told me 2 weeks ago that his goods worth 50 something million had just arrived, I was looking at him like, and there were two of them, Gold and Nice. Nice was learning this trade, Gold was learning this trade. Nice was the one who had supplied them the goods worth 50 something million. And I was, and this is me who was focused in school that time. Focused in school, telling you people how important it is to attend lectures, and and this is me still struggling, and you guys have boys. They are literally settled for life. They are jumping from one aircraft to another, traveling from one place to another, doing business and exploring the world. And this is me. So this is how important learning a skill is. This is one of the importance of skill. This is what skill acquisition can do for you. So God, on the other hand, he learned his skills and he went to school. So he's making money off from the career from. He's not even doing school stuff. He's making money from the skill he acquired, and he has knowledge. He has both theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge of what he read in school. So if today an opportunity comes for him to go into the medical field, God will thrive. He would thrive as a microbiologist. He is going to thrive in that field, and he's thriving in his business. So see how important skill and education is, but skill is more important. So if you're just joining us, this is Julie Fresh on Cut TV, and our topic for today is skill acquisition or education, which is more important. You guys, please tap on your screen. Join. I feel like today a lot of persons are busy today. Work has fully resumed. Everybody's over the Salah period, but yeah, please do well to like my video, tap on your screen, tell me what you think, skill acquisition or education, which is important in Nigeria. What do you think Nigeria should focus more on? So moving on, we will be talking about, we'll be telling you why skill is important. And the first on our list is it creates room for job. Jobs are hard to find. You know that as a Nigerian, you know I've been hammering on these things. I've been saying it that there are not enough jobs in Nigeria. I think one time there was an estimate of about more than, I think, 700 students. More than, I don't know, 700,000. I really don't know, students that are graduated and they do not have a job. They are literally on the street still looking for jobs, still searching for jobs. So there are no jobs. And companies, organizations are full. There are no jobs for and vibrant young and vibrant youths to apply for, and all of that. So one important thing to know about skill acquisition is it creates room for jobs. It provides job opportunities for everybody. So the time you're using to search for a job, if you decide to learn a skill, if you decide to learn a skill, whatever skill you want to learn, like I've been mentioning, be it painting, photography, phone repair, business, carpentry, um, carpentry, nail technique, nail tech, uh, makeup, makeup, whatever it is, mechanic, whatever it is you want to learn, rather than waiting for a job. Some people it takes years to get a job, but without waiting to get a job, if you decide to create your own job, at the end of the day, you will still make your money. So it creates job opportunities for people. It helps people. It creates rooms for self-employment. Now the second on our list is um, many companies are looking for years of experience. Now we just mentioned that there are not jobs out there, but then again, there are, when you see vacancies pop up on your phone, we have apps now that makes it easier for people to look for job rather than walking from street to street searching for a job. We have apps. Let me tell you guys a story. So there was one time I was going to job and I was going to work rather, and on the road just immediately after court of appeal, the traffic lights there. So we're waiting for the traffic, and in front of like I said, immediately after court of appeal, there's a traffic light in front, there's one after. So immediately there's just this one. Before that, before secretariat, before that road that leads to there is a T junction, one that leads to secretariat, and that one that leads down to area one and the rest, and then the one that leads to finance bridge, and then there's another that leads to National Assembly. So before, just right in front of that T junction, there is this guy that had an inscription written on an A4 paper. I need a job. I am a graduate. Here is my CV. He was well dressed with his very fine suit, nice haircut, clean shoe, his bag, and his CV on his hand. Just had to place that stuff here and had, I need a job. I am a graduate. Here is my CV. And I kid you not, I am so sure that guy got a job that day. So it is that bad. This is someone that we don't know how long he has been looking for it. We don't know how this guy has been stressed emotionally, mentally, physically. We don't know what pushed him to that. He decided that I am going to do this the right way rather than choosing the illegal way. I'm going to do it the right way. And I am sure 100% that he got a job that day. There was no way he's not going to get a job. That place was a strategic place to be in. And it was in the morning, everyone's rush hour. I think it was either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. It was an important day of the week. There is no way he wouldn't have seen someone that would have piqued interest and kept him. So I'm sure the guy got a job. So if you're in Nigeria looking for a job and you don't want to get the skill, that's something else you can try. Please try it. Look for strategic place to stand, and God help you, you will get a job immediately. So we have offices, like I said. The second reason why skill acquisition is important is because most companies and offices don't make and organizations don't make it easier for graduates to get the job because of their requirement. You see a job notification, a vacancy, a job notification pops up on your screen. They're telling you the requirements, and one of it is one 5 years experience, 6 years experience. We need somebody with years of experience. Da, 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 da. So these people want years of experience, but their pay is so small. So if I'm giving you my experience, if I'm bringing a lot, all of me to the table, what are you offering me? Peanuts. I saw a job description, a job requirement where a teaching job where the person said he needs a teacher who has 10 years, an English teacher who has 10 years experience. Salary is 20K. It is English. It is English language. Heck, that topic is so broad. If you have someone with 10 years experience, the person can sit for it can the person is good to the person is qualified to become a lecturer. So if it's almost as though telling me I need a lecturer, but I'm offering the person 26,000 naira. You don't need someone. You're not ready for that experience. I'm not going to give you that. I'm not. I'm definitely not going to give you that. You are not deserving of my experience. So people make it very difficult, requiring for such experience. They are graduates who just graduated. I just graduated. I am still saying I just graduated. I've been waiting for a job. I've not gotten the kind of job I want to, but I've been making do of what I've been getting, and I am enjoying it. But then again, how am I supposed to get an experience in my field if I don't get if I am not given an opportunity to work in that field? How am I supposed to get those experiences that you're requiring, that you're asking for? Someone just graduated as a microbiologist and has never worked, just literally graduated. I am looking for a microbiologist, but you need someone with 5 years experience. You're looking for a zoologist with 5 years experience. You're looking for an actress with 10 years experience. You're looking for you're looking for a professional with 6 years experience. You're looking for an engineer with 3 years. Are they supposed to get this experience? That is why that my friend had to go and acquire experience. He had to do practical learning of his job, of his field, before even thinking of wanting to apply for jobs, because these are one of their requirements, and it doesn't even make any sense. Now, it doesn't make any sense. Whereas if you are acquiring a skill, you don't need any experience to acquire a skill. All you need to do is pay the necessary fee, be there on time, learn before the speculated time frame elapsed, and that's it. There is no um, there is no experience needed before people can give you job. You can decide to learn painting today, and you can walk up to somebody and tell the person, heck, you don't necessarily even need to say I did this, as long as you know you have done it after learning this job. That's why some people learn the job and still work with their bosses. So after learning, you decide to, as a painter, why not start with my room? Paint your room, transform your room, take a picture of it, transform, paint the outer part of your house, take a picture of it. You can decide to look up inspirations online on Pinterest. Pinterest is your go-to app for everything. As a business person, as someone with a skill, whatever it is you're looking for, just go to Pinterest and you will get it. Go to YouTube, you will get it. Go to just search anywhere, you will get whatever it is. Go to YouTube, go to Pinterest. These are my go-to apps for whatever it is I want to learn. Go there. The day I wanted to try rapper draping, even though I've been seeing my boss do it, I've been assisting her, I'll hold one part of the, I'll give her paint, I've been seeing my production manager do it and all of that. The day I wanted to try it, first of all, it took me time. Prior to that time, I will go to YouTube and learn how to drape. I will go to Pinterest and take pictures, look up pictures of step by step pleating. I will look up how to pleat a dress, how to drape a dress, how to get multiple pleating at once, how to do step by step pleating. And I looked up how to do wrapper draping. And the day I tried it, it was one try, and it was my own customer that I tried it with. It was my own customer. It wasn't someone that walked up to me and said she was looking for a tailor. She had an event. Tailor, she gave us a message, address to Mexico. She just needs someone. She doesn't like the dripping. She wants someone to do another type of dripping. And I'm like, yes, I can do it. I don't know how to do it, but I'm like, I can do it. I collected it. I've not met this person before. There was no recommendation and whatnot. And whatnot. I just told her I'm a tailor. She believed me. I went to the store, put the dress on the mannequin, and I draped it. Took a picture, sent the picture to her, and that's it. Legit, she loved it. So when I showed my boss and our production manager, they were shocked. This is the kind of thing. These are the opportunities you can give to you. You don't require years of experience to get clients. All you need is your mouth. know how to convince your customer, because I have it easy with this one, but there are some that I have to show physical, I have to show pictures of what I've done. I have to convince them. I have to tell them why they need to patronize, why you need to trust me because you're working with me for the first time. And so I am telling you that I will deliver and you have to trust me. Some clients will get it easy, some you wouldn't. It is how well you can convince them that matters. That is the only requirement skill has. As someone with a skill, you can thrive in your business without years of requirement. All you need to do is just learn a skill. And how long does it take to learn a skill? Highest 2 years. The 2 years highest is the least. The least time to learn a skill is 1 year, 6 months. That's the least. That is that is the least here. If you want to be there for 2 years, it means you have learned, but you just want to acquire as much knowledge as you can acquire. So yeah, it works that way. But these are the opportunity that skill acquisition. These are the opportunity that is present to you. And the second thing is skill brings fast money. So while you're waiting to get a job, while you're waiting for 31 days or 30 days to get paid, you can make twice your salary. If you have a skill, you can make twice your salary the same month before your actual salary comes in. You can make if you know someone that earns 200,000 in a month. If you have a skill and you know how to utilize it well, you know how to monetize it well, you can make twice that person's salary before the end of the month. That is the honest truth about skill. It makes room for fast money. Even though, note that um skill can also not be a steady source of income. That is one thing you should know. But when the income comes, if you know how to manage your finances very well, you will never lack. You will never lack. Like I earlier mentioned, it takes a university degree 4 years. It takes a person to acquire a university degree 4 years to do that. And it takes another person, like I earlier mentioned, 1 year, 6 months at least to acquire a skill and learn money. And even in the university, while you're waiting for your 4 years or 5 years or 6 years to elapse, you can still learn a skill if your line of study allows you. The reason why I said that, if the course you're studying allows you, the reason why I said that is because people studying law, engineering, medicine, and all those other very demanding courses do not really have time. But if you have the opportunity to acquire a skill while learning, while in school, please do. You will be in school. You can still be a student and be acquiring and be making your full cash. You can be a student and be doing all of this, and trust me, you'll be enjoying the money you get, you'll be enjoying the attention, you'll be enjoying the fact that you are always booked and busy. That's one thing skill acquisition gives us. And thirdly, the world is changing. Like I said, the world is changing, the world is evolving. Get a knowledge in tech, you guys. I am saying this, I advise people, like Victor said, I advise our teenagers, I just advise the teenagers, I just advise those in school. It is important. I, for one, am going to learn visual assisting. I have that in mind. I'm still going to learn it. Get a job, learn a trade in tech, learn a skill in tech. The world is evolving. Remote jobs are taking over. There are a lot of companies abroad looking for staff, and you don't even need to travel out. You don't even need to stress to go out every day to get this job. There are some of the jobs that only require you to physically in Nigeria. There are some companies that require you to be physically present once a month, once a week, once in 2 weeks, or twice in a year. That's because they just need you to do physical reports. Get a job in tech. Get a job in tech. The world is evolving. It is convenient, it pays you well, and it helps you manage your time well. It gives you opportunity to, you can have, if you have, because you can have three jobs. You can have your physical job, maybe as a manager, as a production manager, as a supervisor, as a marketer, and whatnot. You can have those physical jobs. You can have your skill as a makeup artist, as a nail technician, as a painter, as a carpenter, as a videographer, as a photographer, whatever, as an editor. You can have a skill as a writer, a physical skill as a writer. This skill that requires you to be available once in a while. You can have all those skills, and you can still have a remote job. This is you earning money from three places. You won't even be bothered about Nigeria economy. Imagine your physical job offers you, pays you say 100K, and you make that money. You make 50K every weekend. You make 50K every weekend, or you make say 45K every weekend. It depends on the kind of job you have. If you're into carpentry, you know that your job comes in bulk. So it comes in bulk, so you can decide to get a contract that is worth about a 1 million naira, 500K, 200K or more. That is you making money. Now, if you're a makeup artist, imagine if you do makeup for three people a day, and the makeup costs about 35K. 35K times three is how much? You guys, you guys, that's about 105K. You collected your salary. Now imagine you have three people every Saturday. One person, you have two person on Sunday, one person on Saturday. You have one person this next week Saturday, one person on Sunday. You have 20K jobs to do. You have this, you have that. You have bridal makeup to do, and we know all know how expensive bridal makeups are. Imagine you have these jobs to do, and then you have a remote jobs that pays you 200,000. Join those money, how much? Put them together. How much do you think you'll be earning at the end of the month? You should be earning at the end of the month, close to 500K or a 1 million naira. It depends. You guys, get get enlightened in the tech world rather. Get a skill in tech. Moving on. Get a skill in tech. Tech jobs are taking over. Now, does this mean that education is bad? Hell no, I cannot say education is bad. Just like Victor said, skill is a backup to education. So it means education is good, but skill is our backup plan because we cannot be solely dependent on a job that we are not sure of getting at the end of NYC. So education is as important as school, but one thing we need you to know is that one thing we need you to know is that um, there are certain careers that requires formal education. Like I earlier mentioned, careers like medicine, law, engineering, and the rest. Imagine these people decide to skip. Imagine we have a world without doctors, surgeons, cardiologists, physicists, what do they call them? Barristers, engineers, architects. Imagine we have these people in our world. Imagine what our world would be like. Do you think we'll have our tall buildings? Do you think we'll have successful surgeries? Do you think will be having successful um, cesarean sections for pregnant, for mothers who are trying to deliver? Do you think we will have things like incubators for people who have premature birth? Do you think we would have um, professional barristers to fight for us and all those stuff? Do you think we will be privileged to have these people like that? It will not be possible. You guys, the gen has gone off. I really don't know what's going on today, but yeah, I hope you guys can hear me, and please pardon our voice, my voice, and the noise you've been picking from the background. Like we said, since we know live and our mic is not charged, so you guys have to pardon me today. But yeah, this is Hot TV Family, and I am Julie Fresh, the host, and today we're talking about a very important topic that affects Nigerians. So let me know, skill acquisition or education, which do you think is more important? What do you think, as in Nigeria, what do you think we should acquire first? What do you think we should focus on? Is it education or acquiring a skill? So we've just said that acquiring a skill is important. And I'll keep hammering on the fact that I love what Victor said. He said skill is just like a backup. Skill is a backup plan to education. So skill is important and education is important. Now we're saying education is important for formal learning to gain professional career. That is where education is important. In order to be a thriving professional, in order to be thriving in your field, in your professional field, you need education to do that. Imagine because people learn plumbing, yeah, people learn medicine, how did they call them? Yeah, people learn painting, people learn how to build. So imagine we just have people building without architects, without engineers to ensure that the foundation is solid. Imagine there's a house without DPC. Imagine there's a house without what's it called? The stuff that prevents lightning. Imagine we have all if we don't have this. Imagine we don't have these professionals to ensure that these things are put in place. Imagine what our society would be like. Imagine what Nigeria would be like. So education is important for formal learning. Now, the reason why education is important is it helps it helps to learn how to research and solve critical problems. No matter how no matter um how much you're earning as a skill acquisitor, sooner rather than later you will need the you will need the help of a professional, either to set up your business or to manage your business. That's why I know somebody who is a fashion designer. This man does not know how to read and write. No, he knows how to write. He knows. I don't know how he does it. No. He knows he can read, but he can't write. He does also know even know how to speak English. But guess what? He has a PA who studied English language. She responds to his messages. She books appointments with his clients. She does everything for him. She is his business. And he has been working with this girl for over 7 years now. Literally, if you send him a message on WhatsApp, if you type, he sends a voice note. That's how he responds. Before now, yeah, that's how he responds. Before now, she manages the social media. But right now, what he does is you type, he sends a voice note. That's how you people communicate. And that's because he had to learn it because she cannot always be doing that for him. She has other businesses to manage. So yeah, that is how um important education is. Sooner or later, you will need you would seek professional help. You would seek professional advice. You would need professional help. You would need professional advice either to manage your business, either to run your finances, either to set up, um, either to plan your marketing strategies and whatnot. It will help you resolve critical problems. It will help. It keeps you inclined on how to make proper research, where to go, how to go about it and stuff. Secondly, it gives you better knowledge and opportunity, knowledge and opportunities in certain careers. So education enlighten you on careers and on enlighten you on career and gives you better opportunities, shows you. Let me break it down. So if you know that I want to be an actress, you know you don't need to go. For some people that are very talented, you don't necessarily need to study theater art to be an actress. You don't necessarily need to study theater art to be a musician. You don't necessarily need to study theater arts to be a producer, but for producing, like it or not, even though you are blessed with the talent, you're blessed with the knowledge, you need formal knowledge to do all of these things. So it provides you opportunity, it gives you the privilege of it expands you on knowledge because you see actors and actresses who will still end up going to acting school and all of that just to acquire more. You see them there's this thing multi-choice too. They create room for people to learn, to expand, to learn in the entertainment world. It's either you want to learn, they are teaching you more about your field, what you're already doing. So if you're even an inspiring actor or actress, you can even go there. They will teach you more about acting. If you're into producing, they'll teach you more about producing. If you love event planning just like I do, like I earlier mentioned, I'm into event planning and I'm into event planning, and one thing I want to do is sooner rather than later I'm going to get formal knowledge about event planning, and that is because once you are able to do this, now I am struggling. I am struggling and I have to pitch, I have to convince people to give me gigs, to give me job. But when I get formal knowledge, they teach me, they show me all I need to know, they teach me all I need to know, introduce me to the line of business, introduce me to vendors, they introduce me to they give me it opens you up for opportunities, and instead of struggling, you end up realizing that for I am struggling, let's assume I get this knowledge. If I want to be a full-time event planner, I have to get this knowledge because if I decide to be a full-time event planner, it's going to take a lot on me. It's going to take a toll on me. The amount of time I will put and effort put into getting clients and the amount of time, and it will help it will make me to even affect my finances because I would want to cut down on expenses. I would want to impress my new clients and stuff. But these people, it just it just gives you peace. Honestly, that's what it is. It reduces stress for you. You get they teach you all there is to know. Education gives you opportunity. It gives you knowledge on your career path. So that's the second thing to know. And the third thing to know is it gives opportunity to expand your skill, like I earlier mentioned. So rather than waiting and struggling and waiting for God to finally bless, waiting for your big break to happen. You don't know when it will happen. You don't know how long it will take. Get formal education and work and watch God do the rest for you. Trust me, God is going to show for you. So that is something else. That is the third thing to know about. That is third thing to know about education. It helps you. It expands your knowledge about marketing, about producing, about business management. You see people going to business school. You have a skill already. I think even someone like what's her name? Vicky James, that we all know, the popular fashion designer currently. At some point in her life, she left school to focus on her her skill as a fashion designer, and it became a struggle for her at some point. Now she struggled and all of that, and when she made it big, she went back to school. Why do you think she needed that formal education? Chika Ike, on the other hand, was already a successful actress, but then she went to was it the London Business School? She went to acquire that knowledge. So that is one thing you need to know about education. It gives you opportunity to expand in your career. It gives you opportunity to it gives you formal knowledge on about your career and stuff. So the problem is not education. The problem is not education itself. It's how we focus too much on certificates rather than acquiring both knowledge. Like I first mentioned, it's how our parents have made it have made acquiring certificates the ultimate. They've made it seem like if you do not have a certificate, you are nothing. Like I earlier mentioned, my dad does not believe in acquiring a skill. Not all of us in my family have our own skill, except for my older brother. who is a footballer and is currently a player and then learned how to paint. And over time, even the time he decided he wanted to learn how to paint, he went to school. Yeah, he studied zoology in school and he left school and focused on football. And yeah, at some point he decided to go into painting. And when he told us he was investing in painting, we looked at him like, ah, you want to learn painting at this time of your life? So what's going to happen to your football career? It cost it. And today he has a thriving business in the paint world. Please patronize my brother. They own Model Paints Nigeria. He has a paint company. They produce their own paint. There is no type of painting you want to do in your house that my brother will not deliver. And they have staff. They teach people. Very soon I'll be dropping ads for you people. I've been hammering on the fact that we'll be sharing our socials soon, so people will see. So very soon I'll be dropping ads for you to see. So my brother has a thriving painting business, and so my dad does not be in acquiring skill, especially for women. So if my dad, if I had, if if I was very serious, because back then I didn't think I was serious. If I was very serious and I'd focused on the skill I wanted to acquire in bag and shoe making, I think I should have a shop by now. I should have a shop by now. My business should be thriving by now. But yeah, that's that, and I'm not regretting it because I'm still doing well in whatever skill I have acquired in this time. So yeah, the problem is not education; it's how much we focus on gaining certificate rather than knowing that we can acquire both and earn money from both. So one thing one thing I would like to say is for people just joining us again for the first time, this is Cod TV Nigeria, and our topic for today is education, it's skill acquisition or education, which is more important. What do you think Nigeria needs? What do you think we need as a Nigeria? Skill acquisition or education. Now, there's one thing I need to know. One thing I would advise is that in the spirit of acquiring both skill acquisition and certificate, I think schools should learn how to turn knowledge into money. We should no longer focus on they should no longer focus on good grades, passing exams and stuff. They should teach people how to identify opportunity, how to become a student and how to identify opportunities as a student, how to take advantage of opportunities that comes your way and utilize it, monetize opportunity, how to be smart, how to be money inclined, how to be streetwise. Schools should start teaching these things, turn knowledge into money making. That's one. Combine education with skill. There is nowhere it is said that you cannot manage both. You can be in the primary school today, and like I saw something on TikTok one time where a lady said, you know how we always say catch them young, teach them young. A makeup artist, her store is filled with kids of the age between the age of um 4 to 10. What she does is she catches these children young and teaches them how to and teaches them makeup. So the video I watched was where a 5 years old legit was doing a makeup for a woman who is attending a birthday party. I think so. This makeup, I'm not near the place. I can't even try what the 5 years old was doing. I'm not even, it will take me a year to learn what she was. Imagine this at 5 years, see what she was doing. Now, this person will at 15, she will be doing FSX makeup. And before you know, at 16, movie producers will be calling her to do SFX makeup for them for movie roles and stuff. Now at 18, this person can even decide to expand and travel abroad to learn more about makeup or even take up online class about makeup and SFX. And before you know it, She's good. She's doing makeup for Hollywood. She's doing makeup for Bollywood. She's doing makeup for Hollywood. She's doing makeup for Gannywood. She's doing makeup for different people. The next thing she's doing makeup for top politicians and the rest. She and the rest. Teach these people skill while you teach them in school. They should start introducing these things for them. Combine education and skill. The third one is how to create job, just how to create job, not just work for them. Schools should start teaching children, like I earlier said, how to identify opportunities, how to be street smart, how to identify jobs, how to create jobs for themselves, how to not be solely, how we often go to school and I'm not even going to lie, I did it. I did it in school. You know how you'll be busy, you find someone to do assignments for you and you pay. I ate people's money too. I did assignments for them and they paid me. But I'm not good with drawing. You have things to draw. You find someone to draw it for you and you pay the person. You get stuff like that. You can be doing things like this and making cool money. You can decide in school, you can decide to be selling pencils. You can decide to be selling erasers. You can decide to be selling sharpeners. You can decide to be selling pen. You can decide to send. You can decide to volunteer to be the logistics person in your class. So whenever people want to acquire something, if you know where you live, things are more affordable. At my workplace, that was what I did. I was working and earning my own money. At my workplace, because I live in the outskirts of Abuja and things where I live is very, very, very affordable. So I tell them, rice is this place. When you hear them saying, I went to the market, I bought rice this amount. You bought rice 2.8. What kind of rice? Nigerian rice or Nigerian, how they call it, Nigerian foreign or local rice? It's local rice. I noticed what it does. Rice in my place. So when it's like 1.5, I'll tell them it's 1.8. And 1.8? Are you serious? Please buy 5 noodles of rice for me. It started like a joke, and it was even my production manager that told me. She said, "Do you know you can turn this into a business? Do you know that there are people that do this as a means of as a source of income, as a means of survival? You can decide to even go online. People hate to go market, so you can offer to do it. This person legit would send me every month. She writes down a list. She'll tell me the list of what she wants. I will go to the market, purchase this thing, give them my price. Aside the fact that I'm adding small money to it, they are still paying me to go to the market. So they can pay me like 5K for the runs, and I'll bring the things to them, and they think they are things. So they're happy, I am happy. You can decide to be the procurement officer for your office, for your class, for your classmates. You can decide to be doing that for them. You can decide to be doing assignment. People get paid for doing tests. I'm not even going to support that, the test and the assignment thing. Maybe the test, but definitely sorry, maybe the test, but definitely not exam. People get paid for to write tests. People get paid to do anything. You can teach these children how to be street smart, how to be money smart, how to create jobs for themselves and not just wait for jobs. Not the fact that you'll be in school and you're solely dependent on you're in school, you're solely dependent on your parents. If they don't send you money, you cannot eat. If they don't send you money, you cannot survive on your own. I told you there are times that it will be tough for me. That then I'll remember that I know how to make hair. And immediately I'll just find somebody. Sometimes I'll just go and fetch you. There's this salon close to my house. I'll just fetch there and help. It is either I wash hair or I relax somebody's hair or I braid two kids' hair, or if someone wants to make an adult forms, a student or somebody wants to make attachment, I can just offer to help. And I'll make my full cash, collect my 2K, collect my urgent 2K, and I'll walk up my house. So that's how I made my own money. And then I was not always calling home for support. So yeah, teach the student how to identify and create their own job. Now, like I earlier mentioned, teach them how to identify opportunities and take advantage of them. A degree should not just be about passing exams Right? It shouldn't just be about writing exams and passing exams, studying and all of that. It should it goes beyond that. It shouldn't be about all the exams and certificates and acquiring degrees and stuff. It should be preparing you for life, preparing you for the real life, for the world out there. Because the world out here in this part of in Nigeria is hard, is difficult, and that is the reality. So our schools should start preparing our children, our students for the reality of Nigeria, for the reality of life, for the real world out there. Teach them to create their own jobs. Teach them to create opportunities for themselves. Teach them to take advantage of opportunities. Teach them to be street smart. Like I said yesterday, I have gone past the stage where I am working hard. I am now working smart. Because remember how we always say someone walks like an elephant and eats like an ant? That is the typical representation of, or the typical example of working hard is you realize that you work so much, you are always out, you're always hustling, you're always struggling, and then you tell yourself, "Ah, I work more than this girl, I hustle more than this girl, I mean they stress fast, I mean they do this, I mean they do that. But why not this girl? They always this girl knows they suffer, this girl they always get. It's because they are working smart. I've gone past the stage where I'm working hard and I'm now working smart, and I expect and I am appealing to teachers, to words, to guardians, to parents to start teaching their children their words to start working smart rather than working hard, because smart work pays. Teach your children to get involved in the world of tech. Please do that. Now, what is the way forward? The way forward, there should be a balance in both skill and education. We should balance these two. There is nowhere where it is said that you cannot acquire both at the same time. You can acquire both. You can be a student and you'll be making your money. My friend back then in school, cyber, 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 cyber was a student and a lecturer. Cyber was a student of stats and he was teaching his lecturers. He got a job, a most job. He was teaching his lecturers and they did not pay. So there is nowhere where it is said that you cannot have both. Let there be a balance of both skill and education. Schools should teach. Schools should teach and take skill very seriously. I am hammering on this because and this is not just about our primary and secondary school. I'm talking about even higher institutions. Like I said, people would go to school and not get. People will go to school get theoretical, um, formal theoretical learning and not practical idea of what they are studying. People tend, our universities have failed woefully in that aspect, except you're studying medicine or engineering or architecture or agriculture or vet medicine or even theater arts and law. Except those courses, I don't think any other course offers you practical knowledge of what you're studying. So they should please start giving opportunity for practical knowledge, teach and take skill acquisition seriously. Second on our list is change our mindset. Parents should um, stop encouraging stop encouraging this um, focus on getting good, going to school, getting a good grade and getting a job. It's not working. They should change that mindset. Please, if your child wants to be a musician, allow them be. Encourage them, support them, and help them turn their talents turn their talents into a thriving business. Support your children, whatever skill they want to learn. always know that I'm talking to parents, and I wish my dad were alive to witness today, because every time I often say it, I wish he was alive to witness today. I have a friend whose mother in their family, I think they are four, I guess. Her brother is a photographer, her sister is a fashion designer, she is a baker, her younger sister is a makeup artist. So they are working together. They partner together. So if a sister gets somebody, a sister who is a fashion designer gets a deal to make a dress for someone for her birthday, she would find a way to convince the person to use her brother, who is a photographer, to take their birthday shoot. And you know how important birthday shoots are for Gen Zs. Not just then Gen Z's birthday shoot is now the new thing for everybody. Everybody wants to do the birthday shoot, and yeah. So she will find a way to convince the person to patronize her brother. He's a fantastic photographer. The person will patronize her brother. Now, if the person has plans to, oh, I want to do this is my this is the idea I have. This is what I want to do. I want to I want a shoot with a birthday cake. Oh, I have a sister that can bake, and then I have a party afterwards. I have a sister that will do your makeup. Not just the makeup. My sister is a makeup artist. She is going to give you smooth makeup for your photo shoot. Literally, they they don't struggle so much for clients, because if you have someone that wants to sew something for birthday shoot, she can convince birthday shoot you need makeup. She'll convince you. My sister is a makeup artist. My brother is a photographer. Oh, I want to make a cake for my birthday is coming up. I need I'm looking for my birthday is coming up. I need you to make my cake to do a very nice birthday cake for me. But do you by chance know a very good photographer and a makeup artist? Yes, my brother and my sister. And I have a sister that will make a very beautiful dress. Their business is going round. However, it is some one or two persons will get the good gigs. That is how they work. That is how they work. I wish my dad gave us that opportunity. Parents should change their mindset. Do not focus on degrees and certificates alone. Allow your children acquire skill. Give them opportunity to acquire skill, whatever skill they want to acquire. If they have talents that they want to expand, they want to nurture, they want to grow in, please support them, encourage them, follow them. As much as I don't think I agree with my dad's theory about education, he was able to convince my brother. At the time, my brother insisted that he was not even going to, he doesn't want to go to school. He wants to focus on football. He was able to strike a balance with my brother. Go to school. Immediately you graduate, I am going to support you. I'm going to support your football career to any level. And he kept to his word. So please do that. Support your children. Encourage them. Turn their dreams, turn their talents into a full-time business, into a thriving business, and see how this world will change. Now, the third on our list is allow support small brands and businesses. Our governments and other organizations should start, other private companies should support vocational, to focus vocational training system. Please find a way to invest in these trainings. It's important. Let people have opportunity to acquire skills even without paying so much, or even without paying at all. They are vocational training centers where vocational training centers that need support, that needs investment, that needs help. Please, small, please, government officials, private companies or sectors, find a way to reach out to these training centers and support them, lend a helping hand, let people have opportunities, give them privileges to learn um, these skills for free. Please do that. people should start supporting small brands. Learn to support small business owners. There are businesses, people out there looking for support. People are looking for small loans to take up, and it is almost impossible. There was one time I needed, because like I mentioned yesterday, one of the things with the difficulty we face in our business is the inconsistency in price and how expensive things are in the market. And then I realized that it will pay you more when you buy. It pays more when you buy things in bulk than when you buy only when you need them. So at some point in my life, I wanted to get soft loans to see how I can buy some things. I needed to buy some machines. I needed to purchase some things, and then I wanted to I wanted to get a loan from my bank, because I've been getting messages saying I am due for loan. So I went to the bank, and yeah, the requirement was not encouraging. I need to register with I need to register with Spark. I need to I needed to have a certain amount of money. I needed to open a business account to start with, and then I needed to use the account for a period of time with certain an amount of money, with certain amount of money that must have gotten in and out of the account before I'll be able to get a soft loan. Imagine if I wanted to go on with that, yeah, to take me at least 1 year, 6 months to do that. Do I need that? Do I have that much time to waste? No, I don't. So please try as much as possible to support small brands and businesses. Support them any way you can. Let's make Nigeria a better place. Let's help people who are trying to be self-employed be comfortable. Let's support them the little way we can. Refer people, um if refer them to people, refer people to them, support their businesses. Do not price them down. Teach skills. There are many ways we can move forward. Please let us, as a team, not individually. If we can individually, let's do it individually. If we can as a team, let's do it as a team. Let's find a way to move Nigeria forward. Now, if you've been with us from the time I started this video till now, please tell me, let me know, what do you think? Skill acquisition or education is all I've said. Do you think we should just focus on getting our skills, or you think we should combine both, or you think we should just focus on getting formal education? Please let me know what you think. And yeah, at the end of the day, you guys, Nigeria needs both skill and education to thrive. We need both skill and education to have a steady economy. Our economy is fluctuating, and we need this to survive as a Nigerian. As a as Nigerians, we need these two to survive. But if you do not even have both, if you have a skill, you can decide to get formal learning at will whenever you can. You can get it. It's as important as getting a skill. And if you have formal education, please try to get a skill. So like I said, which do you think is important? Personally, I think skill acquisition is important. One, if you have a degree but no skill, you are going to struggle. You're going to experience hardship. I'm not going to lie, because getting a job, like I've been saying, in Nigeria is difficult. Now imagine you have a degree without a skill. Imagine I decided imagine I decided to stay at the confine of my job description when I got the job at the fashion house, and decide not to thrive, not to expand my knowledge, not to learn other things. Imagine I decided to do that, and today I am no longer there. I'll be out of the streets looking for a job. And what is the guarantee that I'm going to get the kind of job I want? But if you have Sorry for that. I'm so sorry, you guys. There was a little glitch, network issues again. I really don't know what's happening to network. Please, MTN, don't do this to me today. I'm begging you. But yeah, if you have, like I was saying, I chose personally. I feel like skill acquisition is more important because, like I said, a degree without a skill is almost useless. Trust me. This is my opinion, though. A degree without a skill is almost useless. You're going to struggle, you're going to suffer, it will be difficult for you to survive as a Nigerian because there are no jobs out there waiting for. There are 1,001 jobless graduates looking for a job, and companies and offices have outrageous demands. You get some people, some companies, some jobs you even have to pay to get them. Others will have their requirements like 5 years and years of experience and stuff. But if you have a skill, whether you have a degree or not, you are not going to suffer, you're going to thrive. It doesn't matter if we have 100 persons doing the same thing, you are going to thrive. Let's take our detergents, for instance. We have different brands producing detergents and they are all making money. We are all complaining about how soapy the detergents are, how they are no longer soapy and foamy, how they are now expensive, the quantity and quality have reduced. But everybody, we still need detergents. We still need this soap, liquid soap. There are detergent, there are liquid soap, there are bar soap out there, there are other products out there, and we have different brands producing this thing, and they are all thriving in their various businesses. They are all thriving. Who started this thing? One person. But everybody is thriving. We have toothpaste, we have close up, we have Colgate, we have Oral B, we have this, we have that, and everybody have their own preferences, everybody have their own choices. We have detergent, we have the Omo, we have Clean, we have Viva, we have Wow, we have um Good Mama, we have Sunshine, name it, and everybody have their own preferences and choices. So whatever skill you have, as you can utilize it and you know how to manage it properly, it doesn't matter how many people have these skills. It doesn't, even if you are just highly business inclined, please find a way to monetize your skill. People are looking for business experts. Use your skill, monetize it. It is a skill. Being a business expert it's a skill. You can get formal learning too, but there are people who are opportuned to have this in them as a talent. Please utilize it, monetize it. So getting a skill for me is more important than getting formal education. But you can get both. And yeah, you can get both because at the end of the day, you still need formal learning. So that is that. So that is that for today's edition. That is just the reality of being a Nigerian. Skill acquisition is way better for me than formal learning. Just get the formal learning for learning's sake. Yeah, that's the one. Get it for learning sake and focus more on acquiring a skill. Focus more on learning more skills. Focus more on growing in the skill you've acquired. Focus more on making money and being making a difference, making a difference your um in your style of business. That is what is more important. So if you've been with me from the beginning of this live session to the end, I love you. Thank you so much. If you joined me, if you peeped through, thank you for peeping. Thank you for joining. Thank you for staying. Thank you for liking. I love and appreciate you. Please do also like this video, like this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification bell to be the first to get notified whenever I'm live and whenever we drop a video. Share our link, tell a friend, tell your colleague, tell your mother, tell your father, tell your brother, your sister, your neighbor, however you feel building it. Tell someone on the street about Pot TV. I remain your host today, and it was an amazing time with you guys. As I always say, this is me. Please comment down below. Tell me what you think. Skill acquisition or education, which is more important in Nigeria? I want to see your comments. I want us to talk. And yeah, I feel like my timing for the time I usually go stream is early. I mean, it's in the morning, and a lot of people will be busy at work and stuff. So I would find a way to adjust the timing and see how best to suit us. But it was nice being on this space with you. I had fun talking about this topic. You have no idea how much fun I had with you guys. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for coming back to this space. We love you and we appreciate you. This is me signing out, for I am not leaving you. Stay smart, stay educated, acquire a skill, stay skilled, stay monetized, stay opportuned, and see you in our next video. Have an amazing day and have an amazing weekend. Love you. Bye.